Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Kenya with BK Trading Academy, where we help new and struggling traders learn how to trade with structure and guidance so that you guys start the right way, you have a breakthrough, and you trade confidently. And in today's video, we are talking about what's the safest minimum amount to start trading with as a complete beginner. Whether if you're trading stocks, Forex, indices, commodities, we're going to talk about it. So make sure you subscribe, like, and throw a comment on this video at some point, and let's go ahead and get into it.
Yeah, I know I got problems.
So if you're thinking about getting into trading and you're wondering, how much should I start with? Should I start with $10, $20, $50, $100? I get this question all the time, and the answer might surprise you. Starting with too much money can actually hurt you as a beginning trader or even a struggling trader. So you definitely want to be cautious. Whether you're trading stocks, Forex, or indices, jumping in with real money can really feel intimidating when you don't have a good handle on what you're doing. And you have to remember that trading isn't all about just making money. It's really about learning and mastering the process so that you can keep a lot of what you make. You don't want to trade and give a lot back. You want to keep it. So you have to learn how to manage your risk. That's a big thing that we prioritize here at BK Trading Academy. How much you start with is less important than how you manage it. Choosing the right starting point can definitely help you avoid major losses. So the first thing is, let's talk about psychology of starting small. Starting with a small account of, let's say, $50 to $300 might not make you rich, but it trains your brain. You'll learn to respect money, follow your rules, and it just helps you trade with a more clear head. You're not going to be stressed out. You want to trade with a very small amount. But before we even do that, I always encourage new and struggling traders to start in a demo practice account. Even if you are with BK Trading Academy, you're a new student, you're excited about our program, you're excited about signals, I always advise that you start in a practice account and that you follow the education that's in place for you, because that's what's going to set you up for success. You do not want to get started in a live account and let's say you've been struggling for months, years of doing it other type of ways. And then you come, let's say you follow us as your mentors, or I don't know, this could even apply to any other program you might be in, but you want to focus on the foundation of your learning and you want to be able to achieve some goals inside of a practice account based on the strategy that you're using. And then once you start seeing some consistency, you know what you're doing, you're feeling comfortable with your trading platform, you want to gradually start in that small account with a very small amount. A lot of beginners rush into a live account with $1,000 or more and they end up blowing that account or blowing multiple accounts. And flash news, you are going to blow an account at some point. Every trader does. If you haven't yet, you're absolutely going to blow an account. So I'm just letting you know that. So this is why you want to keep those amounts very, very small, and you want to focus on the process of trading, not on making money. When you trade small, you can afford to make those small mistakes, learn from them without having to wreck your finances. So what amount is safe to start with? For Forex, many brokers allow micro accounts, and that's where you can trade with as little as $10, $20, or even $100. Now, should you start with that? Again, it's not something that I recommend until after you have kind of done the work inside of a demo practice account. But I always tell traders, use the lowest position size, such as 0.01, because this is perfect for learning how to trade without risking too much. For stocks, if you're using platforms like Webull or Robinhood, you might want to start with $100 to $500, especially if you're trading fractional shares or ETFs. For indices like NAS 100 or US 30, those move really fast, and I would recommend starting with less than 100 or 250 on a platform like TradeLocker, which allows you to trade very small position sizes where it's not too aggressive for your account. Okay, now let's talk about some of the key factors that influences your starting amount. So the ideal starting amount for your trading is going to depend on a few factors. Number one, your risk per trade. We like to guide our traders to risk no more than 2% of their total account. That is going to then guide your position size and how you approach the market. Your trading style is also another factor. Swing traders, for example, may need more margin, and scalpers can start much smaller. Your broker rules are also a factor. Your broker may require a minimum deposit, but again, some do offer those micro and nano accounts that can be very helpful for you to manage your risk very wisely. Now, the other thing is your emotional control. Can you stay disciplined discipline when real money is on the line. And again, this is why you want to start in a practice demo account and gradually move into a live account so that you can really just have flow, you have a methodology to follow, and you feel very comfortable inside of a live account. So how can you make the most of a small account if you're starting very small? Well, here's my tip. Number one, you want to focus on 1 to 2 instruments. Keep it simple. In the beginning, when you're new and developing, you probably will test out a few different instruments, but then try to narrow it down to maybe 1 to 2 or no more than 3 that you can just focus on those, and that's all. It keeps you very focused. You get familiar with how they move, and it's just going to make things very simple for you. Later on, you can add more to your arsenal. The other thing is control your position sizing. Trade on the lowest position or share size as possible. Remember, don't focus on the money, focus on the process of trading well. Number 3 is your trading plan. This is a must have. You must have a trading plan and a journal to go along with that, where you're documenting your trades and you're able to determine if you're sticking to the rules of your strategy, which should show you being consistently profitable. If you're not consistently profitable, then there's some things in there that need to be worked out. And that's where, for example, with our students, we give you a trading journal. We analyze every single trade that you put in your journal, and we're able to guide you on how to get you from being stuck to being a successful and consistently profitable trader. Once you understand what you're doing wrong, where you've been, and we can pinpoint that, we can help you get over the hill and start to trade successfully. Now, again, the last thing is you don't want to focus on profits. You want to focus on learning the process, how to trade well, and everything else will fall into place. Just think about this. If you can manage a $100 account with discipline, then guess what? You can manage a $1,000 account. You can manage a $10,000 account, but you have to learn how to do it right. So what's the safest amount to start with? It's the amount that you can afford to lose while you're learning without emotional stress. So just ask yourself that. How much am I comfortable losing while I'm learning? And remember, always start in a demo practice account first and then work your way into a live account. Once you start seeing some consistent results, start very small in that live account and then scale up from there. For most people, you're going to start with anywhere from $50 to $500. And of course, that's depending on what you're trading. Now, if you found this helpful, give this video a like, make sure you subscribe, and also throw in a comment below and let me know how much are you thinking about starting with, or how much did you start with as a trader, and what's your opinion or what have been some of your struggles. Maybe we can help each other out, or even let me know how much you plan to start with. We have a lot more videos coming on risk management, trading psychology, and how to grow small accounts, so make sure you definitely stay tuned in. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a beautiful day. Stay safe and happy trading.
Yeah, I know I got problems, and I don't know where to go. I don't wanna put the blame on you.